At the height of their fame, when most stars would double down for more screen time and endorsements, Chip and Joanna Gaines did something few expected. They stepped away. They turned their backs on the relentless pace of reality television and chose a quieter, more intentional life centered around family, creativity, and community. But in 2025, the Gaines family is no longer just about Chip and Joanna. Their 5 children are growing up fast, and not all of them are staying out of the public eye. From surprising career moves to emotional family milestones, here's the update on the Gaines family you didn't know you needed. A monumental 2022. The launch of Magnolia Network at Chip and Joanna began 2022 with one of the biggest moves of their careers. The long-awaited launch of the Magnolia Network on cable television, in partnership with Discovery Plus. This marked a transformative moment in their professional lives. What started years ago as a dream to create something beyond fixer-upper blossomed into a full-fledged media platform. The Magnolia Network quickly carved a unique niche in lifestyle television, combining home renovation with thoughtful, human-centered storytelling. The content reflected the Gaines' values: authenticity, simplicity, and creativity. But more than just a new TV channel, Magnolia Network was a statement that Chip and Joanna had evolved from being renovation experts to being cultural curators, building an empire that extends far beyond home makeovers. The Castle Project, a renovation fit for royalty. In May of that same year, Chip and Joanna took on perhaps their most audacious project yet, the Cottonland Castle in their hometown of Waco, Texas. This wasn't just another renovation. It was a dream they had chased for 2 decades. Originally built in 1913, the castle had fallen into disrepair after decades of abandonment. The couple had tried to buy it multiple times over the years, only securing the historic property in 2021. At 300 square feet, the castle once cost a staggering $75,000 to build, the equivalent of about $2 million today. Restoring it meant honoring its rich past while infusing it with the Gaines' signature touch. Their 8-episode special, Fixer Upper Welcome Home the Castle, documented the massive undertaking, capturing both the historical research and the modern updates required to bring the castle back to life. Joanna, deeply inspired by the century-old architecture, curated a new line of 10 paint colors called the Castle Collection for her Magnolia home brand. These rich, timeless shades were designed to reflect the building's character and era, turning the restoration into both an emotional journey and a product line. In the end, the castle became more than just a home. It was a monument to legacy, resilience, and artistic vision. Joanna's memoir, a journey into vulnerability while juggling business ventures and family. Joanna also made time for a deeply personal project. Her first solo memoir, The Stories We Tell, released in November 2022. The book offered fans an unfiltered glimpse into her inner world, chronicling not just her public journey, but the emotional terrain behind the scenes. Joanna described writing the memoir as a soul-returning experience, a therapeutic process of rediscovery. She explored everything from her childhood struggles to the whirlwind of fame, and the balance of being a mother, businesswoman, and public figure. Her candid storytelling struck a chord with readers, not just because of her fame, but because of her sincerity. She hoped the memoir would encourage others to embrace their own stories and find healing in vulnerability. More than anything, the book emphasized that Joanna Gaines isn't just a design icon. She's a woman in pursuit of personal growth, meaning, and connection. The Stories We Tell became another milestone in her journey, bridging her public and private personas in the most authentic way yet. 19 years of love. Chip and Joanna's enduring marriage in June 2022, the couple quietly celebrated their 19th wedding anniversary, a rare feat in the world of celebrity marriages. Joanna posted a touching photo of her leaning on Chip with a simple caption, 19 years. That one sentence spoke volumes. Over nearly 2 decades, they've weathered the highs and lows of fame, launched businesses, written books, raised 5 children, and through it all, stayed deeply connected. Their relationship is built on a foundation of trust, humor, and shared dreams. Chip's boundless energy complements Joanna's calm creativity, making them one of television's most beloved power couples. And even as they expand their empire, their family remains at the center of everything they do. Interestingly, during an interview with Today, Joanna joked about the possibility of having a 6th child, saying, "When I'm 50, Chip's going to want more kids. Chip with children is like business. There's never too many." While playful, the remark reflected their open-hearted approach to family life, always willing to embrace what the future holds with love and laughter. Drake Gaines. The oldest leaves the nest. Perhaps the most emotional moment for the Gaines family came when their eldest son, Drake, turned 18 and earned his driver's license. It marked a turning point, not just for him, but for Joanna as a mother. She admitted in an interview that the milestone brought her to tears. Watching her son step into adulthood was both beautiful and bittersweet. But the bigger change came as Drake prepared to leave home for college. In a heartfelt essay from Magnolia Journal, Joanna shared the emotional turmoil of watching her firstborn prepare to fly the nest. In the grand scheme of heartbreaking things, this one comes with a lot of gratitude and excitement. She wrote, But still, my first child is moving away, and that can feel like a loss of its own. The essay resonated with many parents who have experienced the same transition. Pride mixed with melancholy underscored her message. Chip echoed the sentiment, saying, "We've done our job as parents. And now with this little boy man, whatever he is, it's going to be exciting to see what he becomes." Their words revealed not only deep parental love, but also confidence in Drake's journey ahead. Ella Rose Gainey's inheriting the creative flame. While much of the spotlight was on Drake, fans were pleasantly surprised to see Ella Rose, the couple's oldest daughter, beginning to carve out a name for herself. Though just a teenager, Ella has shown remarkable artistic talent. Whether through fashion sketches, interior mood boards, or even digital design, Joanna has hinted that her daughter may eventually join the family business or forge a creative path of her own. "She's got that spark," Joanna once said. "I see it in her eyes when she's working on a project. That same kind of passion I had when I was her age." Though Ella has largely stayed out of the public eye, the glimpses we've seen suggest she may very well be the next generation of Magnolia. Whether she ends up in design, media, or something entirely new, it's clear that creativity runs deep in the Gaines family genes. What comes next for the Gaines legacy? As of 2025, Chip and Joanna Gaines continue to balance their sprawling empire with the deeply personal work of parenting. With Magnolia Network thriving, the Magnolia brand expanding, and their children entering pivotal phases of life, the Gaineses are carefully curating both their professional and family legacies. What sets them apart isn't just their design aesthetic or business savvy, it's their unwavering commitment to living with purpose. Every decision, whether launching a TV network or raising their kids, is driven by a belief in authenticity, kindness, and building something meaningful. So, while they may have stepped away from traditional reality TV fame, Chip and Joanna Gaines never really disappeared. They simply evolved, and in doing so, created a life and legacy that continues to inspire millions. And with their children now beginning to make their own marks in the world, the next chapter of the Gaines family story is just getting started.